Hey guys, thanks for checking out this year's Christmas cookies. Yes, that's my husband. I don't you just love him? I just want to zoom in so you can see. Look how happy he is. I took those pictures. I think it was a couple years ago, and I use it for every year's Christmas cookies because how could I not? So anyway, here is a tutorial of this file. Now, what I've done is I've created flower outlines here. So you can or cannot use them. It's up to you. So these are individually movable. So and I kept the mask here for you. So you can take these and you can move them around. If you want to make them smaller, you can make them smaller. Say you're trying to fit a lot of people. Another thing you can do is, for instance, let's find this one up here. So if you've moved yours around and you're like, I want it to look more like that line is through there, you can just go ahead and mask out where that line is, so that way it looks more realistic. And then you can mask it back in. Let's say you're like, oh no, I'd rather move it somewhere else where I don't need a line there. That's why I left that little mask there for you. So all you got to do is use your white brush or black brush and you can move it around. Now let's also say that you want to make that your subject doesn't look like him. Let's say the arms are up higher or whatever. You can Control T and you can use this warp tool up here to kind of move it around, or even easier, you can go into edit and puppet warp, and then you can put your little pins where you want it to stay, and then like you can move an arm up like that. You know, you can really change the way it looks that way. Or which might give you even more control. And what would probably also be better if you're going to be manipulating the sizes is applying that mask. So let's say that you're doing this for a family picture. What I would do is I would Control J, I would copy one and just turn the eye off on the one you copied. And then you can apply the layer mask, and then you can go into filter and liquify. And what I would do when you go in here is hit show backdrop. And that way you can go, okay, I want to make this part a little bit bigger, longer, whatever. I want to, make this a little thinner, whatever. And that way you can do it according to how he looks. And you see that just changed it. So then you could just save it as, modified. That way it's that you modified it. So I created 5 of the same copies here for you. And again, you don't have to use them. You can just have them lay here in the flower too. But I like the way the flower angels look, because it looks like they're actually making the flower angels. Also, this was shot overhead. So the best way to shoot for this is if you get a stool or scaffolding and you stand over your subject with a, like I shot this with 24-70. So a shorter lens. And if you are using, if you use natural light, you're going to want to make sure that you're in a very nice, evenly lit room. If not, you can always use like a speed light and bounce it off your ceiling to get a nice, even light on your subject. Now, I shot him with, like I said, this was a couple years ago, so I didn't shoot him for this backdrop. I shot him for a different one that was lit from an angle. And so what I did was just add curves to brighten the one side that was darker, so to make it look more even. So that's an option too. If you don't light it perfectly, you can always add a little curves layer. And then also I added magic this year to this, and I just thought it looked really nice and bright, and it made it look just a little more magical. You can turn it on and off, and you can also move it around if you want to add more magic. But by keeping it up here, you can have it fall over your subjects. Also, again, that's my laundry, sorry. It's a crazy morning and it's not even 8. You can also turn these off. Let's say you only want to do one child or 2. You could turn these off and then resize the ones that you want to keep so that they're bigger, you know, if you're doing a Christmas card or whatever. So that's an option as well. If you are watching this before you purchase, definitely purchase directly on my website. I always say this, you get a direct PSD download, and it's generally cheaper on my website than on Etsy. Etsy limits file sizes to under 20 megabytes, so I can never ever list a direct download PSD. And so I have to add a link, and people get frustrated, especially if they're not accustomed to downloading from links. So it's a little more expensive and a little more of a hassle, and unfortunately I have zero control over it. I also don't have as much stuff of mine on Etsy. I actually have it all on my website. I think I have about 1,000 more products on my website than I do on Etsy. And then I have better sales. So if you're watching this, make sure you hop over to my website, store.terramapes.com. I'll also link it below. And I hope you enjoy this year. I hope you check out the other stuff that I've added. And until next time, stay in.